Hello, my friends. This is Shauna Kay. I am your go-to woman that talks about taboo alternative things and tries to normalize them one video at a time. I take great enjoyment annoying boomers specifically and Christian people that just make them want to gasp. How dare you say such things? Astrology? Kreta? Marijuana? Oh, it's the devil's lettuce. That's what I'm here for. In this video, I will be talking about a new supplement that I have been trying for weeks, mainly to get this guy off my ass. Josh, one of my wonderful subscriber fans, has been asking for me to try shark cartilage because of some amazing things that we've been hearing that this natural supplement can do for people. So, shark cartilage is known for helping anti-inflammatory things or inflammation diseases or syndromes that people have due to its peptide molecules inside of the shark cartilage. Now, there's two ways you can use this. It's either topical, if you happen to find a topical lotion type version of it, which is actually much more expensive and hard to come by. And the more common way to consume it is through a supplement form, a cap. You could buy this on Amazon. That's where I bought mine. And it usually could take up to 2 to 3 weeks to even see any benefits of taking shark peptides or shark cartilage. It is usually given to, in some cases, based on the research I've done, people have taken it for cancer and trying to treat cancer, lessening the cancer cells in their body. It's been given for osteoporosis people with inflammatory illnesses, and it has helped them reduce some of the symptoms that they deal with. And so for me and my illnesses, it's all about inflammatory bullshit. So it would be a great thing for me to try and test it out to see if it really does work, because I live in constant pain and a lot of the pain is due to inflammatory issues. So I bought this on Amazon and I gave it a go, and I made sure I took it at least 3 weeks before I started to form an opinion. And it didn't take that long to really start to think that this might be working. It was a very, very slow onset, which is very typical for supplements and natural supplements that you'll be taking. It's not an instant, ooh, it cured me type thing. It has to be in your system for a long time before you could start to notice the benefits. And at that point, you really can see if it's not just a placebo effect, because it's been so many weeks that your body will very well notice a difference. It'll feel different after that long, and you can accurately test it out and form a good opinion on if you think it's helping you or not. So for me, it took 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks to really notice a lesson. What threw it off is me getting a neck procedure, which I did film the experience there. I got rhizotomy, is what they call it, where they burn the nerve endings where my nerves are causing the excruciating pain on a constant basis. And that kind of threw off this supplement really forming and helping a lot. But before I had that procedure, I was noticing that the aches and pains in certain areas of my body where inflammation is an issue had lessened. So once my neck calms down from the procedure, I hope I can really get back to that kind of judging if it's really doing a good job, if it's worth purchasing it, if it's worth continuing it, or if it really isn't no big of a difference. At this point, when you're one that lives in constant pain, you really want to try anything there is so you don't live in pain. That's usually people that are not willing to try things, they must not be in that much pain, because if you really were, you'd be willing to try anything. And that's me. I throw money at shit that says promising things because I'm always hoping to find that supplement, that next natural alternative that can help me with the ailments I deal with and help me avoid having to take prescriptions or, chemicals. And sometimes it's unavoidable. Sometimes there's really bad pain days where I need to take a muscle relaxer or whatnot. It's rare, it's far in between because I try to avoid it, and there's so many natural things out there that help, that I can keep it under control. But if I throw it off, if I have a bad day, if I work out too hard and my neck gets thrown off, those are the times where you just need something stronger. So I'm not super anti doctors or prescriptions. They definitely serve a purpose, but I think it's unhealthy to live on that for too long. Same with these stronger natural alternatives that are pretty strong, like kratom. It's not wise to have to live on it constantly, because your body will adapt to it and increase their tolerance of it, and it really will stop working. So anything under the sun you can abuse, and it can become too much, and it will not work as well as it once did. That's just life. So for the shark cartilage, I did notice a difference. It took a while. You had to be on it for at least 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks, to really get a good opinion. And it helped with the inflammation. That's the first thing I noticed. That's the one thing I take it for. So I was not as stiff in the mornings. So usually when I wake up in the morning, my joints are really stiff. And shark cartilage helps with joint pain and mobility because it helps with the inflammation, which is all about your joints. And I noticed I was able to move around a lot better in the mornings than I once were before this. So that was very promising. I will continue this. And even though I'm in pretty bad pain from the procedure, other parts of me are not as bad as they once were. And mainly I'm speaking of the mornings when I would be really freaking stiff. That has lessened a good amount, good enough to make it worth continuing to try shark cartilage. I had no idea this existed, so thank you for sharing that with me and getting me to try it, because it definitely works. So I appreciate that. Anything else you guys have or recommend, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to try it out. I'd love to share my opinion of it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You never know. So the more people try these things and talk about it, the more other people will hear about it, and maybe it'll work for them too. All right, thanks for watching another video. I will see you in the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment. I love to hear your feedback. I engage as much as I can. Until next time, take care.